Hello and good morning. Let's take a look here. And by the way, you will have a test in geometry this weekend. And notice on your bell work, this should be week 5, order 2. Go ahead and label it now. And today's date is Thursday, so it's going to be on the back side, 10/11. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. What is the Hinge theorem? Hinge theorem says if two sides of a triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, then the larger side is opposite the larger angle. Now this one right here says underline the hypothesis. Circle the word if and then and put an X through those. So the hypothesis here is going to be right here. It's everything after the word if. The conclusion is 2 lines, hypothesis, conclusion. Make sure you know that. That's on the EOC. Next. What is needed to prove the Hinge theorem? 2 sides congruent to 2 sides. You must have this first before you can apply the Hinge theorem. Let's take a look at number 13 here. This was on your worksheet. So if you look here, this side is 12, and I think I left this off. That side is 12. So this side is equal to this side, and this side is reflexive. So you have 2 sides equal to 2 sides. Now, 38 is bigger than 30. So this one right here is bigger than that one. It's an inequality. Still work it the same way. You're going to subtract 2x, and then you're going to subtract 2, and get x is less than negative 9. Well, less than negative 9 is going to be negative 10, negative 11. So those are your answers here. Not that one. It's got to be smaller. All right, let's move on. Today, I want you to go into the workbook, and I want you to work this page, and then I want you to do the distance formula here. Remember the distance formula, the x's go here, and the y's go here. Copy that down and make sure you know how to do the distance formula. This is EOC review. All right, let's turn our attention now to MCR. So MCR class, we're going to factor these. And let's fill out this table here. So a positive and a positive will be 2 positives. A negative and a positive will be 2 negatives. Either one of these you're going to add. A plus and a minus and a minus and a minus. Either one of these will be a plus and a minus, and that is subtract. Make sure you know these rules. This one right here, a negative and a positive is this one. So it's going to be 2 negatives. So put a negative and a negative. And take 64 and think of something. 8 times 8 is 64, and that adds to give me 16. So it's going to be 8 and 8. And you can rewrite this as x minus 8 quantity squared. That's actually called a perfect square trinomial. All right, let's look at this next one here. This one right here, you're trying to get a 1 right here. And I think it's going to be a minus and a minus, you're going to be subtracting. So I think it's 7 times 8, and when you subtract, you get 1. So put a 7 here and an 8 here. Your middle sign is a minus, so the minus is going to go with the bigger one. And then your plus goes there. Check your outer, check your inner. On a new sheet of paper, copy this one down. Now, if you notice, this one right here has a number in front of here rather than a 1. Like these right here had a 1. Okay, but I didn't teach you how to do these yet, so what you're looking for is the greatest common factor. Like this one is 5 times 6 is 30, and this one is 5 times 8 is 40. So you're going to take a 5 out of all of this. You should always see what's in common. So you're left with 6x, and here you're left with plus 8. And so what we're going to do is factor this trinomial. So a negative and a positive is going to be 2 negatives, according to the chart. And 2 times 4 is 8, and when you add this, you get 6. And that's your answer. And today you have a worksheet, and your worksheet looks like this. It will be on Canvas as well. All right, have a good morning.